Hey musicians, so we're about ready to start another term, or actually another school year, right? Different than anyone expected, kind of the way we ended up last year, but in a different way. I'm going to explain those differences. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Mr. Vian. I'm the band and orchestra director at Thurston. And it's going to be a different year, but I think it's going to be fun, and I'm going to try to make it enjoyable for everybody. Some differences, though, and this is for middle school and high school, is that we are playing this year, even at home. So you do need an instrument. So it's very important that you need your instruments because 60% of your grade is on playing assignments and things that we'll be doing in class as well as recording things, okay? So you got to know that that's part of your grade. And if you're in a place where you cannot play, then maybe you need to not be in the class. Not to be mean about it, but it is important that performance is, because that's what we are, a performance group. Performance is a major part of the grade. The other 40% will be some theory stuff and other things besides theory, but just realize that you will need to play your instrument, and that's every day. So, and I'll talk about my expectations when we start classes, although I'll talk a few of them here. If you need an instrument, you need to let me know, like ASAP, because we're checking them out next week. This is for the band, especially the band, concert band, and jazz ensemble. So for those of you who don't know, we're in a quarter system now. It's a little bit different. My first quarter is only concert band and jazz ensemble, okay? There's no other classes except that one, and it's an 8-week class or so. Second quarter and fourth quarter is going to be orchestra and wind ensemble. Orchestra, you are both the advanced group and the regular group, and I'm going to do things so that it tailors to whoever I have in the class, whether you're an advanced player or not. I'll make it work for you. Third quarter is concert band and percussion. So percussion, I only have you for one quarter this year. Same with jazz band. But hopefully, if we get to the point of where we actually can meet online, we'll talk about maybe having the percussion club here, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. Okay. So just some things also to know is that because we are a performance group, your cameras need to be on this year. You need to be ready to go. Okay. You need to be dressed. You need to find a comfortable place. Whether it's up against a flat wall so I don't see your messy room, which is totally fine. You're not seeing my messy kitchen. It's really a mess right now. So just understand that I need to see you. I need to see your hands. I need to see your embouchure. I need to see your bow positions. I need to be able to correct those things because that's what we're going to be working on. We're going to be working on a lot of technical stuff that when we do come into live performance, hopefully this year, we'll be ready to go. Okay, this is all going to be the stuff that's going to make you a better musician, make your ears better, make your playing better, so that next step is like, yes, we're ready to go. Okay, so it's important that you're ready, that you are there. So cameras are on. Okay, that's the rules. Okay, and you also need to be ready to play. So we only have an hour with you twice a week. So it's even more important that you're ready to go. So you're taking 4 classes. Think about that. Only 4 classes. That means you're going to get a lot of homework, including from me. You're going to get a lot of practice things that I need you to do. You're going to be recording yourself. So there's a lot of stuff that you will have to do. So just understand that it's important that you take care of those things. So when you have either a morning or afternoon class, your morning is in class, your afternoon is taking care of your homework. Okay, none of the stuff last year where some of you just didn't do your work. This is important. If you don't do your work, I'm kicking you out of the class. Okay, just understand that if you don't do your work and you decide, nah, I'm just not going to do it today. No, it's going to be a lot more rigorous. You're actually getting a grade, all right, and your grade counts. It counts towards your graduation. No pass, incomplete, which, regardless of what you thought about that, I know what I thought about it, but regardless of that, I'm holding you to a higher standard. So be ready for that. It's going to be a fun standard, but I'm holding you to it, okay? So if you are not in the group this coming year and you have one of my instruments and music and keys, I have to have those back. I've got 65 people in concert band already signed up. It's a great problem to have, but a lot of those people need instruments. So if you're not returning for some reason, you need to make sure that you get that stuff to me. I mean, I really need it, okay? You get your schedule. You want to be in band or orchestra. It's not listed. What do? You have to be the advocate, okay? You need to call up the counselor and say, hey, look, I want to be in band. I want to be in orchestra. It's too cool to miss. So important that you do it. Okay. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Percussion, yeah. So I've been talking to Alan, and we're going to try to figure out a way, at least because right now we're not allowed to have any students on campus. Even the athletes are not allowed to be on there. Nobody's allowed to be on campus until the end of October. But talking to the administration, they are going to allow me to do some sort of like percussion club that we can do after school, or maybe on Wednesdays, where we can meet 1 or 2 days a week and we can work on some technical stuff. So when we are able to meet, we can go right into doing a drum line. I'd like to do kind of a percussion ensemble drum line kind of stuff with pit and battery. What's kind of cool about that is that we can all wear masks and play at the same time. So it's a little bit easier for percussionists than it is for wind players. Strings, kind of the same idea. You can actually play and wear your mask at the same time, although I find it difficult, but maybe you're getting used to them by now. I'm still not. I'm trying, but I'm not. I know, big question. Hawaii. Are we going to go to Hawaii this year? I don't know. Thurston, Hawaii. I mean, I'd like to say we are, but part of me says no. Hawaii's still closed. I mean, we're not allowed to go to Hawaii right now. If you took a trip to Hawaii, you'd have to quarantine yourself for 2 weeks just flying into the country. So, is it going to change? Are we going to get a chance to go? I don't know. Okay, conversations that the parents and I will have, and I'm sure I'll have conversations with you. So, keep your fingers crossed. I know seniors is not what you want to hear, but I honestly don't know. It's on the calendar. It's on the school calendar. We made the calendar as if everything was going to be normal, but of course, nothing is normal. All right, and I'm not going to believe that this is the new normal. I refuse to believe that. So, I think I'm optimistic, and I think things are going to be kind of cool. So, just hold on. I know I'm probably missing a lot of stuff, but I know I'll cover it when we get back to school. Okay. Hold on, gang. Okay. We're gonna, like I said, I'm gonna try to make things enjoyable. We're gonna have lots of social things that we'll get a chance to do, even if they're online. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be all right. So I'm optimistic. So you should be too. All right. If you have any questions, always email me or text me. I'm happy to answer it. But right away, for this next week, especially band and jazz band, if you need an instrument, you've got to get a hold of me, because they got to be going out next week. Also, if you have to return music and keys, I know I've got a lot of keys and a lot of music out there. I need that back. Okay, I mean pronto. Anyway, take care. Hope you had a great summer, and let's go. All right, let's make music.